Welcome back, everyone, to Play on Daily Fantasy Sports. Today, I'll be giving out my picks for Thursday, January 25th for Draftkings and Fanduel NBA, as well as my two cash locks. So, quick recap of last night. We had 4 players hit their value, 2 players miss their value, and 5 players exceed their value. The reason there's 11 instead of 12 is Julius Randle ended up not playing, so I just discarded him. So the big highlight last night too ended up being Darius Miller just going absolute nuts. If you played him, congrats on a likely free win. So on to today. First, looking at the guards on DraftKings. The first guy that I really like is Eli Okobo for the Phoenix Suns. So he's going to see plenty of minutes tonight with D'Anthony Melton out. Projections are all over him, and the Suns don't really care about a blowout with him. He's still going to get his minutes. The next guard I'm a big fan of is D'Angelo Russell. He has an easy matchup tonight, and you saw what James Harden did last time the Knicks played a guard. 61 points, just went nuts. And I'm not saying D'Angelo Russell is James Harden, but he's facing a very soft defense. He's in line for a big workload, and I expect a easy 40 DraftKings points, I think, or more from Russell tonight. And then my final play is going to go ahead and be Justin Holiday. So this is going to be a much more up-tempo game compared to what the Grizzlies are used to. They're facing Sacramento. It's going to be the type of game that I think Holiday can really thrive in. Lots of scoring, fast pace. He's going to be the guy, their go-to guy in this situation. So finally, moving on to forwards and centers, my first pick is going to be Joe Harris, similar to D'Angelo Russell. Just has a very weak matchup. The projections are all over him, and he should see a healthy starter level minutes. My next pick is Raquan Holmes. He's going to be a great play on FanDuel or on DraftKings, but with Ayton out tonight, he's going to get plenty of work. He's more than capable to get quite a bit above his average, given the missing workload Ayton would have here. And finally, my last pick, who also is my cash lock, is Mason Plumlee. He gets to start for Jokic tonight. Should see plenty of action. The ball run through him a lot. He has a chance to prove he can post big stats in a game where he'll finally be given plenty of minutes. And I think you got to play him everywhere today. FanDuel, DraftKings, it doesn't matter. He's going to be in a great spot to easily outproduce his value. So next, moving on to FanDuel guards. The first guy I have is Shabazz Napier. This is, again, just like the other Nets I had mentioned. But he makes the perfect punt play on FanDuel, which is why I have him on here but not DraftKings. Very, very cheap. If he ends up not producing, he can be the guy that you discard. And given the matchup, he has a very high chance to outproduce. My next pick is Kemba Walker. Projections are all over him. On FanDuel, I think his salary is too low, and I like his ability to produce against a weak defensive backcourt that Milwaukee has. And finally, my last guard spot is going to be Jamal Murray. He's going to really have to carry the load with Jokic out tonight. Should see more shots and a greatly expanded usage rate with his team tonight, and I think that the ball is going to be in his hands a lot. And then going off that Nuggets theory of just playing all the Nuggets, really, 2 of my forwards are Nuggets, Gary Harris and Will Barton as my picks. Plenty of extra usage for tonight for both of them, given Jokic being out. The ball is going to go through them. This makes perfect sense for them both to have big games. The usage rate will be up, more shots, more minutes. These guys should be able to hit their value easily. And finally, my last pick is Ed Davis. Ed's facing a weak Knicks defense. Davis is a cheap but effective power forward play, and he should see around 24 to 30 minutes. Projections are all over him, and I expect him to nearly double his value tonight. And then finally, my FanDuel cash lock tonight is going to be Shabazz Napier. Again, he's cheap and can go off, and so cheap his score may not even matter if you end up discarding him because, again, with FanDuel, you get rid of the one play. I see him just as the perfect play tonight. He's similar to Miller last night. If you played Darius Miller for the Pelicans, you weren't really expecting much, but you knew he'd get the minutes, and he went off. Similar story with Napier tonight, and I think he's going to have a big game. So thank you for tuning into this video, and we'll be back tomorrow with more picks. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you like this channel. It really helps out a lot, and I'll see you back tomorrow.